Hi everybody, welcome back. Hope you're doing well wherever in the world you find yourself. Here's the question this week. Dear Mike, in our company we use those personality assessments to build teams and screen candidates for jobs. What do you think of those? Well, my answer is going to be just a hair self-serving since we sell and use assessments as well. But we don't use personality assessments, and here's why. Most of the time a personality assessment is interesting as to what it says about you or what it says about them relative to their personality. They have marginal effectiveness relative to the fit in the culture or on your particular team. So if you're trying to do team building activity, they can be interesting. You know, there's a lot of them out there. You know which ones they are, obviously, because you've written the question. I would prefer a behavioral assessment, and the difference in a personality assessment and a behavioral assessment is a behavioral assessment says, here are the behaviors that this person prefers to engage in on a daily basis in their job or life. And these are the behaviors that they're likely to continue engaging in. And if they continue to engage in those behaviors, they're likely to be comfortable. Here's a series of behaviors that they're not likely to be comfortable in and that they're not likely going to want to engage in. A good assessment will then determine, based on the job that they're going into or the job they're currently in, whether or not the behaviors that they're likely to exhibit are congruent with the job. In other words, it needs to have a high degree of predictability. So when we do assessments on teams or when we do assessments on candidates, what we're looking for is one important word, and that's fit. And personality is only one of the indicators for whether or not a person's going to fit on your team or fit in your organization or fit in your life or fit wherever. So make sure that whatever you're using, I'm a big fan of assessments if they're behavioral in nature, if they're reasonably predictive, which means they predict how a person's likely to behave instead of being descriptive. Remember, predictive versus descriptive. You want predictive. You want them to be behavioral based so that you can assess how the person's likely to behave and whether that's a fit in that particular job or that particular team. The closer it is to their preferred behaviors, the more likely it is you're not going to have conflict. If it's a little far off and you feel like you can train it, good. That's what my thoughts are about that. Take a look at them. If you want to take a look at ours, you can go on our website, www.thestavergroup.com. Look at our Harrison assessments. It'll give you a good description of what a good assessment is. Hope you're well. Take care, everybody. Talk to you next week.